What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's vlog. It's me, Brad Wilkinson. We got a lot of fun stuff planned today. We're gonna be going on a broker's tour. We're gonna be heading up to Cloverdale to shoot some ads for some new listings I'm working on. We're gonna be meeting up with my video guy, Dan Kionis, to go over a production plan for a new ad. Probably gonna get some lunch. I'm thinking maybe the Hamburger Ranch. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff, so make sure you stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one. Check this out. Here's your master suite. Look at this. Oh, dude, why's it gotta kill it? Oh, there it goes. Look at it. Man, you could have a party out here, huh? Hot tub. Yeah. I wanna buy it. How much you think?
2.5?
2.5?
Yeah.
No.
More?
That's way less, actually.
Nice.
Starbucks. That's the first thing that happens in the day. Everything else you can shoot later.
Okay.
So I'm talking like from a production standpoint.
Yeah.
So Starbucks. What time does Starbucks get busy? All right, so we're headed up to Cloverdale for a listing I'm working on up there right now. We're gonna shoot up there and film a little segment. We're gonna make a little ad basically to put onto Instagram so that once this listing actually goes live, which will probably be sometime next week, we can target some people and hopefully get some hits on it. So go over to my Instagram and you can check out that clip there now. As you guys are seeing, this is kind of the neighborhood the listing is in. This is what they call the wine streets in Cloverdale. So the one I have coming up is on Cabernet Street. And it's the first one right up here on the right. Boom. There it is. Into the cul-de-sac. Really nice little spot. You guys will see more details and pictures on it here once it goes live. But there's a little sneak peek for you right now. We're gonna find the winner of my Take Your Guess Tuesday little raffle that I do every Tuesday. For those of you guys that don't know what it is, basically what I do is I post a picture of a super cool house, a few pictures of it, and then I give you guys a chance to comment on it for 24 hours, and the person that guessed closest to what the house is listed for wins a $25 Amazon gift card. So all you have to do is make sure you like my page on Facebook or whatever, and then that way you'll automatically see them when they come on. When you see it, comment the price, and if you get the closest without going over, that's the key to it, you'll win a $25 Amazon gift card. So right now, we're gonna do this live. We're gonna do it raw for you guys. Well, shout out to Mr. Caden Anderson, just TIG welding away. We're gonna go on here and we're going to go to it. There's 15 comments on Instagram, so we do it through Instagram and through Facebook. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. The list price is $53,900,000, if I remember right. Actually, let's go in here, giving you guys all the dirty little details. Here it is right here. $53,900,000 is the list price, okay? So let's see who won. Oh, Kendall Davis nailed it right there, exact price. Okay, let me make sure though. I gotta go to Facebook. Oh dang, this girl got it. First guess, $53,900,000. Francesca Rossi. That account looks kind of fake, doesn't it? Yeah, this is fake. Sorry, Francesca, if you're real. We're not counting that. If you're real, tell me, but that's, it looks kind of fake to me. You got anybody that got it yet? No, that's it. All right, so this Kendall Davis won from Instagram this week. Shout out to Kendall. I'm gonna contact you right now. I'll shoot you. By the time you're watching this, you already have the gift card, but make sure you guys tune in the next week by the time you guys are watching this and you can see it. Like I said, all you gotta do is comment. You can win a $25 Amazon gift card, so have at it.
How did she guess the exact price?
People cheat. I mean, I think that's what it is. It's honestly like, there's people that have been messaging me and saying stuff like, I need to do this and I can't give this away because people are able to figure it out. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're really going to take the time to look it all up and figure out exactly what it is, like, the more power to you. I can't make people not cheat on it. It's fairly simple. Like, if you're techie, you can take a picture, I guess, and look up where the link that it came from and then figure it out that way. Or you can scroll through listing after listing after listing. People told me they spent like 3 hours trying to find them sometimes. So, I mean, if you go to all that work, I feel like I guess you should be rewarded. So, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that I should put some kind of rule or a way to figure out how people are cheating on here so we make it a little fairer? Or should we just kind of keep rolling with it and do it like we have been doing it? Let me know what you guys think. My girlfriend always thinks I'm weird because whenever we like go to a restaurant, we go in a building and we're sitting down somewhere, I like start critiquing like every aspect of it. Because before I was in real estate, I used to be in construction and I used to do welding and all that kind of stuff. So like right now, like I look at like this place that we're at, like put the camera on that window trim. And I'm like looking at it, like see how it's like a little bit out of plumb at the top and like there's no caulking around the side right there. Is that weird or is that just me? Like, I don't know. My girlfriend thinks I'm super weird, but like my buddies that work construction or anything, like we do the same. And bees, throw down with me. Flex on. My buddies think I'm really weird, or my buddies don't think I'm weird because they do the same thing. So I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things where like once you've done it, you like critique it. But I catch myself doing that a lot. Oakley dokley, we're all done in Cloverdale for the day, so we're gonna head back down to Santa Rosa, well, Sebastopol now. We're gonna talk about, I'm gonna do a little series on basically what it would cost, like minimum down for you guys to buy a house right now, like a decent average kind of entry-level house. How much money do you have to have in order to do that? Because I know that's a lot of people's question. I keep seeing like all this stuff on social media and on the internet about like lenders and real estate agents. They're trying to run like these really catchy ads to where they can like figure out a way to like get your information, or you have to fill out all this stuff before they like actually chat with you or just give you like a brief rundown of what it would actually take. And so that's honestly like a big reason as to why I'm trying to make these vlog series and do this type of content, is because I want you guys to be able to just like watch something and, like I said, gain value from it just a little bit, like in each video. Like in the last one we talked about contingencies, now we'll talk about what it would cost for you to get a down payment, and then you can make the decision as to if it's something that you're able to do, if you want to do, and if you need more information, obviously you just reach out to me when you're ready. But I've always felt like that's a more organic way, and like me, when I'm acting as a consumer, like I hate the like pushy down your throat like sales type of tactics that a lot of people use. So I like to keep it raw and kind of organic, as you guys are kind of starting to tell. So I'm going to kind of do a little cut to that, and hopefully you guys get some good information. Like I said, if you have any questions about it, just shoot me a text or shoot me a message, and we'll help you guys out with whatever you need. So we'll cut to that clip now. All right, everybody, we're back from Cloverdale, and as promised, we're going to talk about what's the minimum amount of money you need to buy a house right now. So, here you go. Wrote this all out up front. Hopefully we can kind of skim through this quick. So your minimum down payment, the easiest way to do this, and just this is upfront disclosure, there's tons of different ways we can do this. This is generally speaking the easiest way with a regular type of transaction to have a minimum down payment. What it's going to be is going to be an FHA loan. It's a government subsidized loan, and you can do a 3.5% of purchase price down on the property. So I just looked through some comps. You can right now buy a fairly decent turnkey 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a decent neighborhood in Sonoma County for about $475. Some less, some more, but I'm just kind of using this as a round example. So 3.5% of $475 is going to be $16,625 is what you would need as a down payment to buy yourself this house, okay? Now, there's a few other things that go along with that not a lot of people talk about, also known as closing costs, right? Closing costs a lot of times can cost up to about $10,000 on top of this down payment.
Now, what are closing costs? Generally speaking, closing costs are mostly prepaid taxes and insurance that become part of the transaction. That mixed with your lender fees, your title fees. It's basically, you know, all the fees lumped into one. It's going to be $10,000 to close out the deal. Similar to when you buy a car, you buy it for the price the car is, but there's fees, right? So there's the out the door price. That's kind of what closing costs are in a sense. So if you add the $10,000 approximately to $16,625, you're going to need about $26,625 to close out a deal to buy a $75,000 house right now. Now, a lot of times I know some of you watching this are probably like, well, I have about $16,000 or around there, I can make that work. But now that you have the 10 grand on it, that's too much and I can't do that. Or that's all of my money, so it's not gonna work. So here's where we can get creative, right? What we can do is, let's say the house, you come to an agreement with the seller to pay $475,000, right? A lot of the times what we can do, especially now that the market's starting to slow down, is we can actually go back to the seller and say, hey, I know I was gonna give you $475,000, but how about instead, I give you $485,000, but you credit me that $10,000 for closing costs. So now basically what you're doing is you're adding your closing cost amount, that $10,000, onto your loan amount. So now really you're only probably paying an extra $50 a month on your mortgage, but you're getting to keep that 10 grand in your pocket just by offering the seller a little bit more money. So you can kind of see how that can come full circle. Now we could also go half and half, right? Everything's negotiable. Maybe you say, oh, I'll give it to you for $480 and you credit me $5,000 back, and then you come up with $21,000 instead of $26,000, or whatever the case is, right? But like I said, there's ways to get creative. So basically I always tell people, if you have about $15,000 saved up, because we could probably find you something even cheaper than this, a condo, a townhouse, something like that, you can realistically buy a house right now. And to me, with how high rent is and with, you know, how low mortgage rates still are, it makes sense to why not take that little bit of money, $15,000, and put it into something that's going to work for you, right? If you think about it in a long-term goal, a lot of people go, well, I don't want to pay that much a month for a mortgage. But you have to realize you're not paying that much, right? I look at it as I'm taking that money that I'm paying each month and I'm putting it into my future piggy bank, right? Because that's all money that you can use later on down the road. It's not like that money disappears like it does with rent, right? So a lot of people are asking, you know, do I buy now? Do I wait? The market looks like it's going down, it's going up. My answer to that is pretty simple. You buy when you're ready to buy, right? There's no perfect time to buy. You can sit here and wait around for the market to crash, but what happens if the market crashes and interest rates go up? Now you're paying more or just as much as you were originally for a house, because if the cost of money goes up but the prices go down, it evens out to where if prices are up like they are now but rates are low, right? So like I said, the best time to buy is when you're ready to buy, and what I always recommend is just reach out to me, reach out to your lender, reach out to your realtor, whoever it is, and just say, hey, I have about X amount of dollars saved up. Do you think there's any way possible that I could buy a house in today's market? And we'll straight up tell you yes or no, because we don't want to waste your time or ours. So anyway, I hope that helped you guys. Like I said, if you got around that much money, send me a message. And if you're interested in buying something and putting some money into your future and invest in it, let's talk and let's see if we can make it happen. Cool? So hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. That's gonna wrap this one up. Stay tuned for next week's. And if you guys have any questions about anything at all, feel free to reach out. We'll catch you in the next one.